What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Three Idiots with a Mic.
Three idiots with a mic.
Oh my god. Episode 119. I'm your host, Branden. As you can see, I'm already tired. We just started the episode and I'm already like, why do I do this? Why do I do this weekly with these two human beings?
I think you need a burst of energy, maybe some cocaine lines or, some energy drinks, something like that.
Nah, man. I don't do energy drinks. I'm scared I'm going to have like some sort of like heart problem.
I love how you dodged the question about the cocaine though.
I love how you brought cocaine up before anything else though.
Are you saying that because I live in Miami and it's just like cocaine is like oh, fuck off, bro.
Cocaine. And they say it never snows in Miami.
Only way it snows, brother. Only way it snows.
Do you guys like energy drinks? Like really random?
I do actually. I'm not a big Red Bull fan. I like.
They all taste like shit to me, dude.
No, try Bang. Bang's actually not bad.
Yeah, and it has also fucking things saying like you can't have this if you're under 18 years old because you might have a heart attack. You might die. No,
the one that I loved was Roomba. I don't know if you ever tried those.
Isn't that the one that caused like somebody to have a heart attack?
Yeah, it had a warning on it. You can't drink.
Does Four Locos count as an energy drink?
No, the old one did. The new one does not.
Oh, well, that sucks balls.
Yeah, the old one was like an energy drink mixed with alcohol, and that was not a good combo.
Ruining it for everybody, whoever that was.
No, honestly, the worst one I ever had was 5 Hour Energy. That tasted like straight
oh my god,
ass. Tastes like straight shit.
And it's funny because
that shit don't do shit.
The 5 Hour Energy to me now is like a staple of the when I go to MegaCon.
Yeah.
And I have the thing, like I gotta stop by like at least once a day because like I'm gonna need that later. So I think that's pretty much the only time I do it 4 times a year, and it's consecutive days because it's a MegaCon because I fucking need it by the time.
And that is the
8 o'clock, and we have to go to the after party, and then there's an after party, and it's like Jesus Christ. So
and that is the 4 days. Where William,
none of these companies have sponsored this episode.
No, and those are the 4 days where William is as close as he's ever gonna be to having a heart attack. Probably.
Oh no, I've had like the triple bacon burger, whatever.
Oh, nice.
No, trust me.
And of course, those lovely two human beings that I was mentioning earlier that I hate so much, but yet I love, is William and Lewis.
Hey guys.
You're just introducing us right now? Like we've been talking for like 5 minutes.
No, we've been talking for like 2. Relax, bro. Do you not know the concept of time?
And the host with the not so most.
I said Brand. I said my name already, but thank you. Shh. So how's everyone doing before we go into the show and into the normal segments? Dude, Lewis keeps freezing, like camera-wise. For listeners, this isn't really, corporate you people, but Lewis just keeps freezing, and he looks terrible, dude.
I mean, he always looks terrible.
He looks like he's doing, like, Morse code, like he's throwing up gang signs to us. Like, it's really weird and funny. And now I don't know if he can hear. So how's everyone?
I'm sending you guys a picture. You guys need to see this.
Oh my god! Anything of importance that has happened to you guys this week? Anything you want to talk about before we go into the first segment?
Yeah, we went to check out the Georgia Guides films.
How was that?
It was epic.
How was it? Was it spoopy?
Oh, it was pretty awesome, man. Like, those things are massive. It's about 25 feet-ish. And those things are like, it's pure granite stone. So that thing is like fucking like a desk thickness. It's pretty awesome looking at it. It's pretty like foreboding, And it's in the middle of Bodunk, Georgia, literally.
Excuse me, can you repeat that?
Bodunk?
Bodunk with a K at the end?
Bodunk.
Like a bodunkadunk?
Bodunk. You never heard that phrase?
No, dude.
Branden,
is that like a southern thing of saying in East Bumblefuck?
Yeah.
Wait.
4 million times.
Wait, which one? Say it again.
You never heard that either?
I say that all the time.
Lewis, say it again.
Bodunk, Georgia.
No. But what was the BFE? Buttfuck Egypt? The other saying that you said.
East Bumblefuck.
No, never heard that before, bro. Where are you getting these things from?
You've never heard that before? I've heard that like all the time here in Orlando, at least.
Dude, I've never heard it.
You have morphed from a Cuban American into just straight American, dude. You've lived so long in Orlando that...
Yeah, next thing we know, you're going to start voting Republican.
Oh, boy.
About
that. Yeah, so... Badunk?
Dunk?
Bodunk.
My name?
Bodunk.
Bodunk. Where is this in Georgia?
Bodunk, Georgia. It's literally that's not the name of the city. That's just the term of distance.
Oh, fuck off, dude. What's the name of the city then?
I don't remember what the name of the city is.
I legit thought that was the name of the city. I was like, dude, what city is named like that in fucking Georgia? You know, leave it up to Georgia, the fucking rednecks, to name one of their cities Bodunk. Could totally see that happening.
Everton, Georgia.
Everton,
okay, that's Georgia.
That's still pretty white, but it's way more normal.
Yeah, it's like what do you call it? It's the granite capital of the U.S. Like it's massive for granite and stuff like that. And that was one of the reasons they chose it and all that stuff. But Naomi, what'd you think of it? Like, because I've heard of it and I've heard like things about it and all that stuff. But what you not going in with any major expectations or anything?
Well, the way you're describing it, it sounds like a man with an ego issue with this huge, massive stones out in the middle of nowhere. But it was really cool. It was different. It was kind of like you get there and everyone's standing around looking at these huge stone pillars, sort of like, I don't know, the Druids around Stonehenge is kind of what it was like. And you kind of look around for 10 minutes and then you go, okay, that was worth the 5-hour drive out to the middle of nowhere.
And it was really funny because there was this Mexican family having a birthday party there.
How do you know they were Mexican?
Because they were Mexican. You could hear it in their accent. But it was like a legit Mexican family throwing a party. And it's like, it makes you think like, damn, during COVID times, this is a place to have a party now. This kind of like ruins type of thing, like freaking Stonehenge. And people are having birthday parties.
Was this in the middle of like a park?
No. This is on the side of the road, like about 5 miles from the city itself.
City in quotes, if you can call it that.
Yeah, it's literally like 2 miles.
It's more like a gas station with a little convenience store on the corner and a lot of burned out buildings, and then this massive Stonehenge style monument out in the middle of nowhere. But the thing that caught my attention was the fact that there was a typo engraved on the stonework, which I couldn't get past. So, I mean, if you're gonna make a huge stone monument, at least check your spelling. It makes me shudder to think of all the stuff that's written in another language.
What was the typo?
It's probably all over the map.
What was the typo?
It said instead of pseudonym ending with an M, it was ended with an N. And then we listened to a podcast, and they brought it up during the podcast that it's spelled wrong.
All right. I did nothing. What did I do this weekend? I went to Target. That's like the most exciting thing that happened to me.
Sounds like our normal weekend. That's exciting.
Yeah. I love Target. My dad was like, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, shorts, Dad. When you're an adult and you're like, just get me clothes, please.
Oh my God, dude.
Anything.
I forget you guys are down in fucking Florida. And I'm like, why the hell do you want fucking shorts? It's fucking October. I need to go out and buy long pants.
No. So I don't own a lot of shorts. Actually, let me rephrase that. Up until Saturday, I owned 0 pairs of shorts. I'm not a shorts person, but...
Really?
Yeah, I just don't I own a pair of like basketball shorts, but I don't own like a button down shorts, like a nice pair of shorts. But I didn't want to go because I'm going to Orlando this weekend to go to the Disney Worlds. And
did you just say to go to the Disney Worlds?
Yes, to the Disney Worlds.
That's almost as bad as when people are like, "Where's Harry Potter Land?" It's not Harry Potter Land. It's the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, or at least where's Universal Studios with Harry Potter?
I didn't say. I said that as a
Disney World.
My
God!
I said that as a joke. But so I told my dad.
The time that I went down to the South Beaches.
So I told my dad, I was like, I want 2 pairs of shorts because I really don't want to go to the parks
Disney
in
World?
a pair of jeans. Yeah, to the Disney Worlds, I don't want to go in a pair of jeans. So I got myself some shorts. That's the most exciting thing I did, guys. Clap it up, boys and girls.
I put this 3D dinosaur crystal thing together. It's a pain in the ass. It fell apart like 6 times.
How the what?
It's a
No.
3D dinosaur. It's like little pieces, like
Oh,
literally,
that's-
it's like layered.
Oh, that's
They're not
really
just-
cool.
But like they click together, but they don't bond together until the very end.
They
So
scissor?
you gotta like literally hold it on your hand and not move. Like
Oh no, those things are a pain in the ass to put together. And if you have a child doing it, it will fall apart 1,000 times, and it falls apart if you touch it after you're done.
yeah,
Like with any kind of like it's really for decorative purposes after you're done. You're like, just look at it from a distance.
Don't
Don't
touch
touch
it.
it.
Did I freeze like that?
Yeah. That's
Damn.
how it goes.
Damn. All right, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah,
So this
let's go.
week, we're going to be doing our trivia because unfortunately Zach is not able to join us. So Naomi,
Zach's getting to better things and more important things and doesn't have time for us. So
Yes.
therefore, we are Zachless because yes.
Naomi, go ahead.
Okay, so this week, rather than the traditional trivia, I'm actually gonna be doing a movie title synonym game
Oh,
where
fuck.
you
Oh,
have to
God.
guess the movie title based off the description, which uses different synonyms for the words in the title. So does that make sense to y'all?
I suck at these.
Wait,
No, can you
give
please?
us an example.
Yes.
All right.
please.
So as an example, let me pick one that I don't want to do. Few appreciate it warm.
Some like it hot.
There you go. And he was not looking at it. You can see on the camera, even if it's frozen. He was not looking at my list.
Oh, I'm calling it. I know I say I'm usually bad at these games. I'm really bad at this game.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna
Can I
sit
bring it-
back.
Can I bring in a friend to help? me
Yeah,
with
dude,
this?
seriously, buckle in, boys and girls, because I'm gonna get a 0 probably on this shit.
I'd be lucky to get a
But
1.
you can't do that, Brandon, because I got this one to agree to a good prize this week. The winner gets to pick out the movie for review next week, flat out. No vote. Just gets to pick.
Ah.
Yo,
William's face is like,
and it's
what?
your pick this week, Brandon. So
It's mine.
I know, and I'm usurping it. It's going to be good. Because you're going to win, Brandon. I believe in you.
I don't, because literally you said that, and then Lewis said something like a hot, and I'm like, how did those two go together? It did not in my head.
Well, don't worry. I'll cover his mouth so he can't answer during it.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Are you guys
I'm
ready?
used to it.
Oh, shut up.
Why can't it be something else? Why does it have to be like? Why can't it be my pick? I want it to be.
Uh,
Yeah.
let's try this.
All right, come on. Just think about it. All right.
Okay.
A number of objects that makes me loathe you.
10 things I hate about you.
Yes, Dank. I knew it. You guys can do this. It's good. All right.
Dude, I believe in you, William. Just
I
do it.
believe in you. I believe that you guys are going to be
The
watching
last
Harry
time we
Potter
did this,
next
I
week.
got one right. Y'all started believing in me, and that was the only one I got right. Thanks.
All right. Are you ready for the next one?
Yep.
Yes.
The noise of melody.
Sound of music.
Yes, Dank. See, he's going to whoop your ass. It's going to be good.
Yes, I'm so ready, dude.
How many are there total? I just need to know what number I need to get where he cannot pass
I
me.
have 8 total just in case there was
All right.
like, a lot of going back and
So
forth.
if I get 3, Brandon, you only need to get. No, if I get 4, Brandon, you only need to get 1, and then he can't win.
There you go. All right.
I'm already at 2.
All right. Plunderers of the misplaced curve.
Pirates of the
Pirates of the
Caribbean.
Nope. Plunderers of the misplaced curve.
Plunderers of
I
the
love how we all answered the same fucking thing. We're all a bunch of idiots, dude. And this-
Plunderers of the. Say that again. One more time.
Plunderers of the misplaced curve.
Dude, I have no idea. I'm so bad.
It's lost something.
Yep. Getting warmer. You got one word out of it.
Lost in space. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know.
Lost in translation.
Plunderers of the misplaced curve. Come on, think about different words you can use for that.
Curve. I don't know. I'm out, boys. I'm here. Like,
hang on. Plunderers of the Misplaced Curve.
so bad.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, you disappoint me. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh!
I would not have gotten that.
All right.
I have no idea how that is anywhere near.
Why
I get it now, but
and nothing was like making sense. I'm like,
okay. Next one. Lewis, if you don't get this one, it's going to be really shame on you.
Oh,
Noble of the Bands.
Lord of the Rings.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
This is a super easy one. The Emerald Kilometer.
The Green Mile.
There you go. Ooh, dang,
That's
you're almost there.
That's 3.
He needs 4, right? 5? 4?
I need 4 because 1 went unanswered, so now he can't get more than 3.
Exactly. You get this one and you're going to be good. All right. The Starvation Contests.
Hunger Games.
Oh, damn, you all got it. All right, let's try one more. Terrible Supervisors.
Horrible Bosses.
Yes!
Damn it!
Yay! See, I knew you guys could do it. It wasn't that bad. And Branden, you even got one. Despite your protest that you would not get any.
I did it!
William's frozen in the...
I did it! Oh,
Thank
boy.
you so much, boys, for playing along. You actually did really good, despite protesting this.
There were some that I was like, how? What?
I didn't get the Raiders at all. That just completely over my head.
Well, it was meant to be.
The other ones are kind of like, all right, yeah.
Had I not put myself in the mindset, because like when we all said Pirates of the Caribbean, I started going, okay, pirates have lost what? Like I literally would not get off the word pirate. Had I stopped and be like, what else is a plunderer? I probably would have gotten it.
Right. Well, that's part of the joy of this game.
Damn, bro,
so much, boys.
This is not my pick now. Fuck. All right.
But that means Branden next week he'll be your pick.
But dang,
I'm gonna say like I'll pick this week
and take advantage of this moment.
Pick outright. Are we still spinning the wheel, or is it literally like any pick I want?
Yes, it'll still be a spinning wheel.
So it's still themed, but it's any pick I want. No vote.
No vote.
No vote.
Come on, horse movies.
All right.
Oh, no horse movies.
No. There was no clause. I believe the fiance said anything I want. There was no clause about accepting anything.
Dude, remember, I have to...
I could take the wheel and put all horse movies for the categories.
I have to watch...
I love you. I love your fiance.
I have to watch this too, bro. Please don't make me watch Secretariat or fucking War Horse or whatever. Dude.
I'll be as nice as I possibly can, but if you gotta suffer for Lewis to suffer, then you gotta...
Son of a bitch.
We'll see. I mean, maybe I'll pick something that's really good and that we will all enjoy. I've surprised you guys before, you know.
All right.
Cabaret, but Cabaret was like the perfect example.
Okay. All right. Stay tuned at this quick break when we come at you with one of our new segments, Pop's Corner.
Lewis is going to enjoy this week.
Am I?
Oh, boy. All right, guys, welcome back to William's new segment, Pop's Corners.
Bob's Corner!
Dude, Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Corner!
What's even weirder is like he turned his camera off, so we just hear his voice, and it's just like it sounds like somebody just hacked into mine and Branden's virtual thing.
Bob's Corner.
All
right, William, go ahead. You got 20 minutes, bud. Come on.
I got 20 minutes. All right, so we're gonna touch up real quick. Well, not real quick, but so first things first, a big, I know a lot of people say rest in peace, but we lost an icon of the judicial system and
I should not be doing that.
With the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg this past week. And she did I don't have time to sit here and list everything that she has been able to do or that she did, but if you know anything about politics, you know who she is. You've heard her name. On the Basis of Sex was a movie that came out, I think, like last year or the year before, which was actually really, really good. Go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, with Felicity Jones, right? She plays.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she did like a really good job with it. And it's the passing of an icon, and the world mourns. The traditional world mourns because, like I said, she did so much, but she is no longer suffering. She had so many fights with cancer, and unfortunately, in the end, cancer won. But
she lived a long life. She was what, 87?
She was born in 1933. She passed away.
Yeah, she was.
Also, yeah,
87.
Definitely. But like I say, may you rest in love, may you rest in power, and may your successor do you justice. But we will see. So the other thing, there wasn't really much in pop culture that really happened, or I don't believe that it has. If you have, by all means, leave us a comment. Let me know. I'm always open to be schooled and to learn new things. So if there's things that I know Xbox started taking, I bet that's probably more your corner, Branden. Xbox started taking pre-orders on the Xbox, whatever the name is. I don't know.
Xbox Series X.
I hate Xbox because it's like we're like PS, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. Guess what's coming out next? The PS motherfucking 5. That's
I know. Anyway. Actually, funny story before you continue.
Yeah.
Because the pre-orders happened for the Series X. So the current Xbox we're on is Xbox One, but they came out with the Xbox One X, which was like a better, more powerful version of the Xbox One. When the pre-orders came on for the Xbox Series X, there was so much confusion with the name, I guess by parents and stuff like that, that sales for the Xbox One X went up 30-something% because people were buying the wrong fucking console because of confusion with the name.
That must have been marketing genius.
I guarantee you, most of them were parents trying to.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. It's a fucking parent that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, bro. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go on with your segment.
No, it's fine. So I have yet to watch. There was the Enola Holmes movie that dropped yesterday. I mean, we're recording on Wednesday, so it dropped on Tuesday. I have not seen it yet, but it's getting good reviews. We will wait till next week till I've seen it, and I'll be able to talk about it. But what I want to talk about
Which movie?
Huh?
What was the name of the movie?
Is it Enola? I mean, I may be getting the wrong name. It's the one with Sherlock Holmes and his sister.
Oh yeah. Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes, yes.
Enola Holmes, yeah. Okay.
But what I want to talk about is something that, like, when I do stuff, I am heavily addicted to my phone, so I always have my phone, but like I'm always paying attention to what's going on around me.
Mm-hmm.
So for something to literally make me put my phone down and pay attention to it for almost 8 hours definitely speaks volumes on it. And what I'm talking about is Ratchet.
The new Netflix show?
The Netflix prequel of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which follows basically the story of Nurse Ratchet and people around her.
I saw the trailer for that. I could not get into it.
What?
I saw the trailer for it. I could not. I was like, eh.
I mean, I'm not trying to talk about this without giving away any spoilers. So what I'm going to say is, if you take American Horror Story, you take Kubrick's style of filming from The Shining, and Game of Thrones with, like, nobody is safe, except for, obviously, Ratchet, and put it together, you get this beautiful show. 8 episodes. It's not even like a full 10 or 22. It's 8 episodes, but so much happens. The cast is like, it's a really good cast. Other than Sarah Paulson, the butler from Will Smith, oh my God, Fresh Prince. has like a couple of episodes on this one. Vincent D'Onofrio is almost unrecognizable as the governor because I don't know if he's in a fat suit or if he's actually gained that much weight. It took me a couple of episodes because I was like, is this him?
Well, he looks bigger than like when he was like Kingpin on.
He's maybe about that size, maybe a little bit bigger even, because like he's literally got like a big old double chin that comes down and like.
Because I think
that's looks like the southern rich white man, that owned a plantation and this is like obviously post-war. This is like 1947, I believe, is when this happens.
Because Vincent D'Onofrio is not a small dude, so I could totally see him like gaining the weight for the role.
Like, he went looking like Lewis, looking like me, like kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
wait, but like, okay, so I saw the trailer, and I didn't know until now that this was a prequel to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Well, yeah, Nurse Ratched, that gives it away.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I don't know. You don't know, but
the thing is, I saw the trailer and I was like, this just looks like. Immediately, what came to mind was American Horror Story, not because she's on American Horror Story. It just gave me those vibes.
And that's why I didn't like the trailer. It's not. I never got into American Horror Story.
Neither did I. I've watched a total of 5 episodes from all the seasons that have come out. I've watched 5 episodes. I couldn't get really into it. I've tried. I'll probably try again. I'll try with Coven because apparently Coven's one of the best ones.
That's my favorite one. That's the only one that I actually got through to the end. The rest, it just felt like Hot Topic bullshit. It was like, it just felt like a Hot Topic TV show put together.
Give Ratched 2 episodes. Give it 2 episodes. If you're not in it by the second episode, okay, fine. At least you tried. But I mean, like, and even then, you're already like a quarter of the way. But I was hooked by the end of the first episode. I started watching this last night, and I wanted to kick myself because I'm like, I gotta wait tomorrow to finish this. And
I love One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It is a really good movie.
If you pay attention, you can. So what they're doing is this: the writer and producer have already said that they want to do a 4-season show. Like, as far as they only wanted to go 4 seasons. That's it. So this is not going to be one of those never-ending things that then just dies out like Bates Motel. They want to do 4 seasons, which leads up to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which they're trying to make it season 4.
Gotcha.
So, okay. And this is basically all leading up to if you want to put it like a remake of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which obviously is going to have a different cast. It's going to, some things may be changed. We don't know exactly where it's going.
If they go by the book, then they're going to expand it out a lot because there's a lot that's missed from the movie to the book.
I mean, yeah, because like when you have like 8 episodes to do it in, and they're like, in each episode's anywhere between 45 and 55 minutes. So they're almost like
that would be enough to cover the book accurately.
You can cover a lot more. And if this is what it's leading up to, the next 2 seasons are going to be really good. This one, like this season, some things are predictable, some things are not. But like I said, nobody's safe. This is like Game of Thrones. Like you think like, oh, I can't wait to see what they do with this character like next season. Bam, they're dead. Like, well, okay, that didn't go too far, and it kind of sucks because you thought that they were going to be able to come back and build on them. But literally, right now, the only one obviously that is safe is Ratched because it leads to how she is, which led me to watch, also streaming on Netflix, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, I didn't know that's on Netflix. That's on Netflix?
Yeah. You never seen it before?
I mean, makes sense because if they're going to drop a prequel to it, people like me are going to be like, I don't know, watch the original, which I did.
I've seen it once in high school because I think we read the book in high school, if I'm not mistaken.
I am appreciating the movie a lot more now as an adult than when I did when I first watched it. I was bored as shit the first time I watched it. I'm really liking it this time around. I haven't finished it yet. I'm going to finish it after we're done recording. But even One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the cast, when I first watched it, which other than Nicholson and Christopher Lloyd, I had no idea who these people were. And now that I look at it, obviously there's Nicholson and Christopher Lloyd, but Danny DeVito's in it.
Yeah.
Which,
He is?
I mean, like,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all extremely young because we're talking 1975. Obviously, Louise Fletcher. But there is the connection that I was saying with Lord of the Rings is that young Billy in the movie, the actor is the guy which then plays. Where the hell did I do it? Screenshots. He ends up playing Grima Wormtongue in
Nice.
Lord of the Rings. And the movie, even Samara was like, "Is that Tim Robbins?" I'm like, "No," because he does look like a very young Tim
He
Robbins.
does. Without makeup and stuff, he does. It's awesome.
Right?
He always plays a villain, though, in most movies, so I'm glad that he's not getting typecasted anymore.
Vincent Schiavelli is in it as well. If you don't recognize the name, you'll recognize the face. If you've seen the movie Ghost, he is the old Metro ghost that teaches Patrick Swayze how to actually physically hit things as a ghost. He's in this movie. Scatman Crothers is in this movie. He's been in different
Nice.
things.
I'm a scat man.
And then I think there was like one other one which I don't remember who it was that I'm like, I didn't know he was in this. But like the cast itself, it's like, holy crap. Which, if you've never seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, you can do one of two things. You can sit and wait for like all the seasons of Ratchet to come out, or just watch it now and then watch the prequel of that's Ratchet, because I did not think that they were going to be able to do such a good job with it based on one person than that they already did. So, and it obviously leaves it up open. Season, what's coming for season 2. You know who the antagonist is going to be already. I'm not naming anything. I'm not saying anything because it literally just dropped last week ago. I'm not spoiling this for anyone. But yes, absolutely go watch Ratchet. It's a good movie, and it makes for a good date night movie as well. If you want to break it up into 2-hour episodes or 2 episode dates. I think that everybody will enjoy it, especially if they've liked American Horror Stories. They've liked The Shining. Like, even the music is kind of like very Shining-esque. The opening credits is like a very dissonant violin, which it's like, oh, this is not going to be like a nice soft storytelling, and and it deals with everything that was big topics back then, like the death penalty, homosexuality, illegals, like all sorts of like different things, like the Japanese call them concentration camps that we have stateside. Like, it touches up on all these that were pop culture from back then that were happening, and I like it. I mean, I could sit here and talk about it forever, but that's how it evolved. Like, I literally looked on my phone in between episodes, but otherwise I was glued to the screen. So watch it. Let us know, because if they are able to go through with all seasons, we're in for a hell of a nice roller coaster ride on this one. And I think that's all, because they keep pushing my pops back as far as release date, so I can't really show off. Oh, 2 new pops that I got for Samara, which I didn't even know that they made. I went to Best Buy looking for a movie, came out with pops, because that's how my fucking life happens. But Devil Wears Prada actually has both pops for
that is awesome.
and Miranda Priestley. So I got them. They were literally the last 2 that they had, and I'm like, sometimes you don't know if you're a Miranda. Sometimes you don't know if you're an Andy, but sometimes you're both. And, we call that Lewis, but it's all good.
We got 5 minutes left, but William, did you see that they postponed Black Widow?
Yeah, that actually happened tonight. I'm sorry. That's good news as well. For the first time since 2008, I believe. 2009.
Yeah.
First time in 11 years, we are not going to have a Marvel release movie. Anywhere.
Yeah.
So, because WandaVision is still on.
Dude,
coming
WandaVision looks so good.
The trailer looks like
shit,
which is great.
Oh my god!
No, why? Because you are what,
dude? Oh my god, it looks so good. Holy shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
Lewis is not pleased, so we're gonna please Lewis. Ready? Dune.
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 Next year we're gonna have 3 Marvel movies. We're gonna have Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and The Eternals.
Yes. And then we're still
I'm
going
to say postpone them.
Disney Plus shows coming out. Mandalorian still coming out at the end of next month. Looking forward to that.
I really got to watch that show.
We really do. Dude, I got Samara watching this show, and she was like, okay, like this is actually not as bad of a show.
It is the way or whatever. What the fuck that guy says?
I don't expect it to be bad. I really don't. I think that I will enjoy it. I have to get around to going to watch it.
Yeah. It's like me, like when you just have to take the plunge, but getting to that point, you're like, ugh. But once you do it, you're like, oh, this isn't that bad.
I've been watching a lot of older movies.
What I do when Samara's I want to watch something that I know I've watched, but I don't know how she's going to be. I'm like, okay, let's do it when we have like a 2-hour break, so that if you don't like it, we have an hour to do something else. If you like it, we have time to watch another episode, so that you're not just sitting on one. You know what I mean? Okay. So like, if you find yourself with a little bit of time, like even an hour and a half, because they're only like 45 minutes, some are 30 minutes. The last episode's the one that's like an hour plus. It's like you don't really need like that much time unless you're like, I'm going to invest myself and watch all 8 episodes.
True.
So, but yeah, today was the big news that Black Widow has officially been postponed, which makes me think other movies are going to be getting postponed as well.
Dune doesn't have a release date, so I'm kind of like wondering if they're going to release it later on.
Dune is not being released this year.
I think that they're going to release it for December. That way it could get in for award season, but just enough that people would actually start going to the movie.
Yeah, but I think that if they do, they're going to lose money on it.
Yeah. And Dune is already at the point where like I feel like it's going to lose money. So I don't think they're going to do that.
I think it may break even. I don't know if it'll lose money. Like I hope it breaks even, because I would love to see a second one. And I'm not really much invested in it. But
you got to look at the cast. I mean, you have what's his face, Aquaman,
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, that dude. Which he's a freaking chick magnet right now. So you're talking about any woman that's obsessed with him is going to go watch this movie just because he's in it. And then you have the fandom base that is massive, but I mean massive. That's equivalent to the Lord of the Rings base right now.
Speaking of massive fan base, because I only have like a minute left real quick. If you are one of those people that had bought tickets to the Elton John concert that was supposed to, or like his tour that was supposed to happen in 2020, he has released the new dates. Don't expect to see him till at least late next year, early 2022. Our tickets got transferred to March of 2022. So if you are an Elton John fan and you had bought tickets to his goodbye, I think it was like Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, part 2 or whatever one he's on right now, look at your emails. You probably received emails by now with the new dates. And that is my time for today. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, because I think we may be reviewing a movie.
We might. And it might be Annie Hall.
Yes. If you want to call that a movie.
All right, guys, welcome back for the.
We're doing Annie Hall today. Welcome. No, I'm just
Jesus. Welcome back for the main segment of our show. The main review. Lewis's pick, Annie Hall. Go ahead, Lewis. I know you wanted to introduce this. So,
first of all, I really wanted to watch this movie because I gave it a fair chance. I was like, all right, Manhattan or Annie Hall. So I wanted to see which one would win. I'm so glad that Annie Hall won. This is in my top 10 movies of all time. And I just watched it again today. And I watch this at least once to twice a year. I love this movie. This is it means so much to me, honestly, that you guys watch this, and I really want to hear your opinion. But before I do that, I want to actually get a little boilerplate out there. This is the movie about Woody Allen and him talking about his relationship with Annie Hall, the title character. And basically, the movie is kind of like a retrospective of him looking back on his relationship with this woman that he was completely in love with. And what I love about the movie is that it's shot and told like if it was a memory, like if it was a conversation that he was bringing up with somebody. And I love how it kind of jumps around and jumps all over the place because it feels like those memories, those moments that you're talking about, something that happened in your past, that you kind of jump around a little bit in the timeline. And I love that type of storytelling. And this was, first of all, this movie won an Academy Award for it because it was a revolutionary form of storytelling that has been mimicked all over the place. Like, I could give you a list of like 20, 30 movies that have come out and were kind of defined by this style of filmmaking. And not only that, Woody Allen himself, he created the romantic comedy that we know nowadays. And this was the movie that gave him that momentum to do. This was the first movie where he did that was serious. And the man has basically given us a film a year since Annie Hall came out. And that was, what, 1970?
75, I'll tell you right now.
75? So the guy's been making movies for...
Sorry, 77.
Yeah, so he's been making movies for 43 years.
Well,
great.
That's a long-ass time.
43 movies, one movie a year. And I definitely want to hear what you guys think of this movie and what you liked about it and what you didn't like.
So this is my first time watching Annie Hall.
What?
Yeah. I'm going to say this flat out. I don't really care for Woody Allen. I don't really care for his movies.
Thank you!
I don't.
Oh my god! I'll let you continue.
Annie Hall was fine. I can't pinpoint it. Like, I saw the movie a couple of days ago. The movie, like, at points, I was like, yo, I'm super into this. I'm super into them, their relationship, and, like, the funny things that happen to them, and also, like, the drama between them. And then, like, it cuts to a different scene, and I'm like, dude, you lost me. Like, why are you doing this? The film feels really sporadic to me, and I don't like that.
Well, it's like I said, it's like if you're retelling a story about the past, that you kind of jumble around. You move around, and you don't tell the story cohesively.
To me, that didn't... I don't know. It just didn't... Like the sequence when they go to have dinner with Annie's like family. That sequence is funny, and then that really weird sequence happens with a very young Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
And then they're never brought up again. It's so fucking weird.
Well, no, they are brought up. If you look in the back of the scenes, there's actually, when they go back to Annie Hall's apartment and he's going to kill the cockroaches, you actually see pictures of what do you call it? Christopher Walken in the background.
Okay, yeah, you see pictures of them, but you don't see them being there as a human being. It's just, I don't know, man. I can't pinpoint it, but there's something about this movie that just, it throws me off, and I was not a fan of it.
What'd you think of what's his face? Jeff Goldblum's cameo.
When the fuck does Jeff Goldblum show up?
He has that fantastic line that he goes, I forgot my mantra on the phone when they're in California.
Yes.
That's
Holy
Jeff Goldblum.
Shit. Was that
his first movie ever?
Was that Willem Dafoe?
Yes, Willem Dafoe's in it too.
The really fucking woke art student or whatever, film student that she's dating before him?
Yep.
Oh my lord. Dude, he literally looks... I feel like he's had that hairdo his entire fucking life. That mane of hair, that fucking goatee.
Oh, it's kind of like Paul Rudd's face. The guy hasn't aged since like the 90s.
Dude, seriously. The other cameo is
Paul Rudd when I don't know if you guys remember, but he was the guy that introduced us to the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, you brought this up. Yeah. What were you?
You saw Carl Simon, right? The guy from Simon Garfunkel.
No, when did he show up?
He's the music producer that gets Annie Hall. That's actually Simon from Simon and Garfunkel. The music.
I did not know that. That's fucking hilarious to me. The biggest thing to me that I enjoyed about this movie is Diane Keaton's acting.
Bro.
Is so good. If I don't know, man, the entire time I was watching it, like, okay, like you watch an actor act and they just deliver lines like with no inflection like a human being. Like, yes, they act it and they act it well, but there's no there's no things that a normal human would do.
Yeah.
And she's like, I throw that out the window and completely acts as if a normal person is talking in their everyday life.
La-di-da, la-di-da.
And that is my...
Love that.
And that is my favorite thing about this movie, is that Diane Keaton's acting is just phenomenal. And also the sequence when she sings.
Dude, oh my God. That... I have a thing for fucking jazz female singers, but holy fuck, that sequence is just beautiful.
And can we talk about this for, like, I know you have, I think Diane Keaton has like something about her, like sex appeal or whatever you want to call it.
That was one of my first crushes besides Mary Tyler Moore.
I think Diane Keaton has sex appeal too. You know, it's funny, more as an older woman than as a young woman, as weird as that is.
Dude, she's a hot grandma. That is a hot grandma.
Lewis said it here, folks. Diane Keaton is a hot grandma. But honestly...
We got the GILF card coming out.
That is a GILF. Yes.
Dude, honestly, I didn't hate Annie Hall. I enjoyed it I enjoyed it, but there was just something about it, and I unfortunately can't pinpoint it. It just... Maybe the movie felt too... all over the place for my personal liking. But I think that Diane Keaton's performance, I could give a fucking rat's ass about Woody Allen's performance. I don't know.
I love Woody Allen's neurosis though. Come on. That scene where he's in the theater and he stops the guy behind him. How many times have you had those moments where you have this guy literally pontificating, to use his exact line?
Dude, yes. Dude, when he said pontificating, I was like, fucking Lewis. Fucking Lewis. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of Woody Allen. Is it witty? And yes.
I need a large polo mallet.
But honestly,
I'm here with the cast of The Godfather.
But... excuse me, Jesus Christ, that burp just came out of nowhere. Honestly, Diane Keaton, I feel like, totally blows everyone out of the water in this movie. Her acting, I don't know if this was her first like acting gig, or if she had
not her first. Definitely not her first, but it is her most memorable for sure, I think.
But honestly, man, it's like the movie was okay. But I think that maybe you should experience it to see just somebody act like a normal human being, as weird as that sounds.
And that's the thing, though. That's Woody Allen's scripts are like that. He writes and directs all his movies, for the most part. About 99% of them. Especially post Annie Hall. And, dude, he just writes real dialogue. And the reason so many famous actors come to his films, because if you look at his repertoire with actors, holy shit, you have literally the top A-list actors of the last 20, 30 years. They've all been with him. From Meryl Streep to everybody.
Everybody in Hollywood has at least dipped their toe in the lake that is Woody Allen.
I mean, Robin Williams did 2 movies with him. I mean, the guy's prolific, and the reason actors tend to go for him is because he writes good dialogue. His movies are simple, they're not like overly shot. They're beautifully shot a lot of times. He gets really great cinematographers. A lot of these scenes are so incredible. That scene with the bridge in the background.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That whole sequence with the lobster bit that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, that was so beautifully shot where you felt claustrophobic. You had that kind of handheld feel. And it is great that shot with Annie Hall crawled into the little corner when she felt like the most vulnerable ever. That's great filmmaking from a person that wasn't a filmmaker. This guy was a comedian, a stand-up comedian up to this point. He literally did sketch comedy before this movie. This was his first dramatic role.
I enjoyed the movie. It just, there was something about it, man, that just...
It rubbed you the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's that, maybe it's what you described, the whole, like, you're retelling a story, so it kind of seems out of, it seems crazy and things seem out of place. It just didn't rub me the right way. I want to hear what, William, what do you have to say about Annie Hall?
Well, Mama said if you got nothing nice to say, you just say nothing at all. That's why I've been quiet.
Oh, boy.
Annie Hall. Okay, so the movie itself is not a bad movie. It's a good movie. This falls, I guess, into one of those. It is a good movie, not my cup of tea kind of movie. So that's what that's what my review is basically going to be at. So, like, I'm not going to sit here and tear the movie apart because it's a decent movie. I wasn't ready for the ending because I don't remember the last time I saw Annie Hall. I know I saw it with my parents like a while back because my dad liked Woody Allen. Wow. Yeah, no, it is Woody Allen, right?
It is Woody Allen.
Yeah.
I said Woody Allen, and I thought Woody Harrelson for some reason. I was like, no, that's the wrong Woody. No, it's just... he annoys the shit out of me.
Who annoys you, Woody Allen?
Woody Allen just annoys the shit out of me. I don't know why. Like, the way that he just talks, and it's just like, I don't know. He's like all over the place, and I understand that he's being neurotic, and he's just trying to do like 17 different things, and he's just like, oh, and it's like, oh my god. And it's funny because I have a friend who I met their significant other recently, and they sound exactly like him. And the moment they started talking, I'm like, I don't like this person. I'm like, stop talking. Like,
Woody Allen just like he just oozes like your typical like New Yorker Jew.
Yeah, and it's just like about it. I'm like, is it like, am I being a bigot or am I being like racist if I'm like, he sounds like a stereotypical Jewish like Manhattan? Yeah. And she's like, no, absolutely not. That's exactly what he sounds like. And I'm like, cool. All right. Still not racist.
Wagner. Fucking love that sequence.
I am so sorry. And I apologize to all my chosen friends being my Jewish friends. Happy New Year.
Oh, yes.
Because
Rosh Hashanah.
New Year, there was Rosh Hashanah this past weekend, and to those listening, since the next time we record is going to be next week, may you have. Oh wait, it's not Happy Yom Kippur. That's, I know that she told me because she's like, there's nothing happy about it. But it's
have a somber Yom Kippur.
Have a somber Yom Kippur. My God, honey. I'm going to the bullpen. I don't remember. I'm going to get it wrong. Boo-boo!
Hey, boo-boo!
Hey, boo-boo! You're not. Boo-boo, 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 boo-boo! Okay.
You're going to get a shoe thrown at you. So, all we're going to see is poof!
Yeah, just William disappear.
William's down!
Boo-boo!
There it is. Okay. That's the moment. That's the moment the chancla hits. Yeah, right there. Boom! Right across the face.
I
just want to hug you. I want to give you a hug. What was
it? Have a good fasting. Happy fasting. May the fasting be with you.
May the fasting be with you.
have an easy, fast thing. It's only logical. That's what makes sense.
No
Yes.
ing, just have an easy fast.
Oh, have an easy, fast. And may not go slow.
Maybe.
How long do they fast for?
I am getting the look.
Can we see the look? Can we see the look?
See? Yeah.
So okay, what are the
Woody Allen and
yes,
a typical New York Jew. Just like his voice and his character just annoys the shit out of me. Just that's what literally when I text you guys, I'm like, Annie Hall take 3, because I literally had to stop and I'm like, I cannot take any more of this. Like his voice it gets under my skin for some reason, and it's like. One of those things that when people make you pick between two things and you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, people could be like, you would rather hear Woody Allen talk or Trump give a speech? And I'd be like, I don't know. I'll put my head in the sand. I'll be happier that way. But the movie itself is not bad. It's like I said, it's a very good movie. It's a sad movie, and it hit home big time because of stuff that goes on in my life, and I wasn't prepared for that kind of ending. So I definitely choked up at the end a little bit, and my mindset was like, oh, fuck, reality, get away from me. But it's good. It's a classic. Wouldn't say it's one of my classics, but it's a classic that if somebody were to tell me pick one Woody Allen movie that I should watch if I never watch another one, I'd be like Annie Hall. Also, because I don't remember any of the other Woody Allen movies, so I'm going to go with that. So yeah, I personally would probably give it a 5 out of 10. The movie itself is probably a good 7.5, 8 out of 10.
Branden, how about you?
I'm gonna get a 6.5.
Okay. This is a coveted 10 out of 10. You know that. It's my top 10 movie, so yeah.
I mean, nobody's surprised.
Yeah. This is the epitome of fucking Woody Allen, the top of Woody Allen's game, I think.
Totally, I could totally see that.
Even though, his collection is fucking great. Oh, my God. And we will be having more Woody Allen in the future.
No.
That being
no. I will secretary your ass every chance I get.
All right. Stay tuned at this quick break when we come at you with my new segment, Brandon's Joystick. All right, guys. Welcome back for my segment, Brandon's Joystick. This is where I talk to you about anime, video games, whatever the hell is going on in my lovely life. Mostly video games. I've been playing video games, boys. Be happy. Yeah, I've been going around
playing with your joystick.
Yes. Mostly I've been on a horror tick. Not tick, that's the wrong word. A horror tip. Just horror
just
has just a tip. It's been my fancy recently, so I have played I just played and beat for the first time the original from 1999, Resident Evil 3. I had never played it or beaten it. That was fun. I love the Resident Evil series. It's one of my top games.
Those things are amazing. That and the Silent Hill games. Fucking amazing.
Yes, Silent Hill is incredible too. Speaking of, I need to play. I've only played and beaten Silent Hill 1 and 2. I need to go back and play. My friend lent me 3 and 4, so I need to play those. So I just need to dust off the old PS2 and play those. Are you okay, William? I'm
not laughing at you. It's I know these are great games, and like I said before, I've only ever really played Resident Evil 5, the beginning of Resident Evil 1, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, I've completed Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4, and now I am doing the free play because I've done all the story modes of Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7. So that's where I'm at with my gaming.
Hey, that's totally fine, dude. Also,
we released Lego fucking what is it? Jurassic Park, but nope.
Yes. Yes. Also, I so I've been going back because there's this lovely thing. I mostly game on PC and PS4, and the lovely thing about PC is that you can get some really good deals on games. So what tends to happen is, I go a little crazy on a sale. I might buy like 6-7 games for like $30, and then you play one of them and don't touch the other ones ever. So I'm kind of going back and replaying or playing my backlog. So other than playing Resident Evil 3, I also played, and Lewis, I'm going to ask you if you remember this. I played on PC, but it originally came out for PlayStation 2, Devil May Cry.
Oh, hell yeah, I remember that game. That game was the shit.
I was like, I wonder, because, okay, so...
I had a friend, no, actually, it was an ex-girlfriend's brother that used to play that game, and that's who got me into it. Because, again, I didn't play video games that much when I was a kid. Randomly, only.
Yeah, I feel like Lewis only got, like, really into video games that I saw during, like, the N64 time, and then that's it.
Yeah, thereabouts. And then that was, I think, the first system that I actually had myself.
Yeah. So, a fun little story. When Devil May Cry 1 came out, it was like 2002 or 2001. So I was either like 10 or 11 years old.
2001.
2001.
Yeah.
So I was 10. 10 or maybe 9, depending on the time of year. So I rented it from Blockbuster, and I couldn't beat it because I was just, it was a spoopy game. I was a little scaredy cat. I still am. So I remember Lewis borrowing my PS2 and beating it and having his own save file. Do you remember that?
I really don't, actually.
Yeah. I would take the PS2 to our grandmother's house, and when you were there, you would play on your file on your version of the game.
Really?
Yeah, and you beat it and shit like that. And I was like, cool. And I got to see like later parts in the game that I wasn't at because I was too much of a bitch to play.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. So I've been playing that too. I'm about halfway, and also I just started yesterday. Dead Space. Have any of you played that?
I remember. Dead Space is like Resident Evil. I played like for about an hour and a half, and then I got bored, and I was just like, I need to stop playing these games like in the middle of the night with no fucking lights on.
Yeah. So for anyone that doesn't know, Dead Space is basically it's kind of like Alien. Basically, you play as
it's uncopywritten aliens.
Yeah, basically. So you play as Isaac, who is a miner on this ship with 2 other people, and they've gotten a distress signal from a ship called the USG Ishimura. And the Ishimura is basically stationary, and when they get there, they find these like alien, they're called, I think, necromorphs, if I'm not mistaken, and you have this mining gun that can dismember them. And it's really spoopy. Like, the atmosphere is really cool. The game is very minimalist. Like, you're never safe, even when you're in the menu.
Isn't it? This one of those games that like the automatic save and checkpoints are like very far apart, or is that just like on their hard mode that like they just take them all out?
It might be hard mode. It might be. Yeah. So I've been playing that. Speaking of like hard modes and shit like that, I was watching a streamer play another horror game called The Evil Within, and there's this difficulty setting in The Evil Within called Akumu, that basically if anything hits you, you're dead in one shot, no matter what.
Based off the movie, then maybe.
What, The Evil Within?
No, Akumo.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Akumo means.
There's a movie named Akumo. It's a Japanese movie, I think.
Are you sure you're not mixing with Akira?
Nope.
Hey, speaking of Akira's 40th, not 40th, 30th? No.
It's going to be 30th because it's no way
Yeah.
it came out in 1980.
Yeah, it's the 30th because they just released, I think, the 4K Blu-ray of that movie.
Yeah, dude, that thing is beautifully
The only
restored.
thing that popped up for Akumo, you said Akumo, right?
Akumu, Akumu.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Akumo is saying.
that, and then in The Evil Within 2, there's another fucking difficulty setting called the Classic, where you can't upgrade any of your weapons, and you can only have 7 manual saves throughout the entire game, and there's no checkpoints.
Wow.
That one, that's a game that I will never fucking play because
No. That's
Lego Harry Potter.
No. That's for like, dude. If you think that's rough, before I end my segment, so recently, earlier this year, this wonderful game by the name of Doom Eternal came out.
May have heard of it.
I played it, and I played it on Nightmare, which is the difficulty right below the hardest difficulty. So Nightmare is very hard, like very, very hard. But hear this, boys. There is a difficulty above Nightmare called Ultra Nightmare.
Yeah.
And what Ultra Nightmare is basically if you die, the game erases your save file.
Yep. That was actually in the original game too.
So, wait, it erases all your save files? Or
No. That specific one. So basically, if you die, you have to.
Then why even have a save file if it's going to like?
No, because like let's say you've played the game a lot, like you've beat it on Nightmare, but you want more of a challenge. Okay. You're like, okay, I can try Ultra Nightmare, dude. I saw a streamer playing Doom Eternal on Ultra Nightmare. They were on literally the final boss, and they died.
It's the worst.
Dude, I would fucking throw something, dude. Oh man, it's funny. Shit like that is really hard, but there's nothing more satisfying than when you beat something like that, bro.
Oh yeah,
holy shit!
Dude, and Doom was hard.
October, and we're entering Halloween season. Is there any scary games that you started playing that, like, at some point you were like it scared you to the point where you were like, nope, I'm done. I'm done playing this game, and just we're done with it.
Silent
because I have one on my list.
Unfortunately, you can no longer get this game. If you have it on your PS4, you're lucky enough to have it. Never delete it. I hope you've never deleted it. If somebody's listening and has it, so now I'm still a scaredy cat. I still get very scared. But I have more of a tolerance for fear now. But this was like 6-7 years ago. This was on the PS4. It's called PT. It stands for Playable Trailer, Playable Teaser. And basically it was a demo that took place in an L-shaped hallway. And when you would hit the door at the end of the hallway, you would basically show up at the other end of the hallway. And it was a horror game that was being developed by Hideo Kojima, who is the creator of Metal Gear Solid.
I remember this.
He's the creator of Metal Gear Solid, but he had teamed up with Konami to make a new Silent Hill game called Silent Hills, plural, like S at the end. The teaser's incredible. It is terrifying, and it made me super excited to play Silent Hills, but then it got canceled because Konami sucks ass.
Save. So I'm bringing that up soon now too.
Wait, what?
Yep. Save. I'll keep that in mind.
Sucks ass.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that was one of the games. I'll never forget it. Right now, I'll end my segment now. But I turned the corner and there's this lady that's following you in the teaser called Lisa. And she's huge. And you turn the corner and she's just stationary, just looking at you. And I'll never forget it. I got in the corner and I was like, I don't want to play this game anymore. I literally was like, I don't want to play this game anymore.
Mine was similar. Mine was Fear. Fear was the one.
Oh shit, yeah.
And I was already like, and I wasn't even by myself. My then girlfriend was sitting next to me as we were playing because she was studying. So I wasn't by myself. It was like middle of the day. Sun was out. It was in Florida, beautiful Florida day. And we get into like these sewers, and one of the things that scare me the most, I can do blood, guts, gore, and dismemberment, like all that I can do. Children voices sing-songing in the background, I'm like, done. Fuck that. So, I was already doing that, but I'm like, no, I'm going to push through, and I'm going to see how far I can get. We come into the sewers, we take a turn, and there's like two little, like, think of like podiums, right? Like where you put like statues on, and you see this little ashy black figure of a child while he's laughing run and then jump off of it, and midair just dissipates into midair, but you still hear the voice. I was like, done. Done. I put down the controller, I hit start, I literally drove back. It was the same day that I bought it. I drove back to my GameStop, and I was friends with the guy, and he's like, well, don't tell me you already beat it. I'm like, can I just like change this game, because I'm not going to play this anymore? And like I had the same conversation with him, and he laughed, and I was like, I understand that it's funny, but like, I'm never going to play this game. Can I just exchange it for a different game? I don't want my money back. I just want to buy a different game and put it towards it. He's like, yeah, sure, absolutely. I'll make an exception. I was like, and then Fear 2 came out and Fear 3 came out, and I was like, I'm not even going near those, because if number 1 scared the fuck out of me, I don't know what they came up with 2 and 3.
Funny story with my dad. My dad doesn't play video games, but when I was playing PT, I got scared, so I gave him the controller. He's like, he called me a pussy. This is how funny this is. He called me a pussy. He's like, give me the controller. He starts playing. And at one point in the teaser, Lisa you hear like a voice behind you, and it's like, don't turn around. And I'll never forget, dude, he turned around, she grabs him and snaps his neck. Dude, my dad, I hope there's video of this. My dad literally did this. He put the controller up and he goes, oh, and he just started fucking screaming, just in utter terror, dude. And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, I've played
man,
Silent Hill with the surround sound system full blast. All right. And I was literally by myself with the chair that was really close to a big screen TV. And like completely to the point where you're completely immersed. There's no line of sight outside of the TV. And I was a little bit intoxicated. And
like, when you say little bit, are you talking about like normal human being or like Cuban? Because there's a difference.
I refuse to answer that question. I'll take the fifth.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth on that one. But dude, oh my god, there's one scene that it was one of the Ash, raining sequences, and the things start coming out of the ash.
Were you playing the first one or the second one or the third?
I don't even remember which one it was, honestly.
Wait, what game was this?
Silent Hill.
Oh,
Silent Hill 2 is probably my favorite horror experience.
Silent Hill
ever.
2. I think it was the second one. But dude, some of the shit that was coming out of the ash, I don't know why it freaked me the fuck out. I go, nope, I'm done. I turned on all the lights and I was like, fuck this. I took a walk around the block, and I'm sure I must have looked like a crazy person to your dad, Brendan, because this was when I was living next to you guys.
Oh, okay. That's fucking hilarious.
I'm hoping against hope that they'll release a new Unreal Tournament, because that was like my OG like MMO kind of game.
Yeah.
Loved.
Yeah. So yeah, honestly, I've just been playing a lot of horror games, having a lot of fun. But yeah, it's a good time, man. I kind of like stopped playing games for a little bit, and I got really like I just like binging anime, and then I was like, hey Brandon, there could be a lovely medium between the two, you know, so you could do both.
Yeah.
I'm ending my segment now. Final thing, I'm slowly making my way through One Piece. I'm at episode 171. I did the math. I will catch up by May. Dude, I'm almost there, dude. We did it, boys.
Wow, Brandon.
All right, it's fine. I'm having a blast with it. All right, guys, stay tuned. That's this quick break when we come at you with the final segment, Bald Bucks.
Bald Bucks.
All right, guys, welcome back for our final segment, Bald Box. I guess we're going to something that sucks ass.
What?
I'm assuming. I don't know. You said to hold on to sucks ass.
No, not sucks ass. Actually, the video game company that you brought up.
Konami?
Yes. I'm actually going to be talking about a movie called Max Reload and the Nether Blasters.
What the fuck is this, dude?
This is actually a Kevin Smith project, I guess you could say. He didn't direct it, but he's a big part of it, and he produced it. And it basically revolves around this guy that he's a gamer and all that stuff, and he has his little clique that work in kind of like a GameStop wannabe shop.
Okay.
And basically they find this long lost retro game of this amazing series of games back from the 80s, and there's this whole conspiracy because the company literally burned down to the ground, and they didn't know why, they didn't know how, but he finds this game because this kind of mysterious hooded figure leaves it on the counter of the game shop. So he decides it's a great idea to plug in the game into his console and all that stuff, and he plays it, beats it, and he goes, holy shit, I should upload this to the internet.
Oh, boy.
So he uploads it to the internet and releases this whole demon that basically anybody that plays it gets captured and basically turned into a zombie kind of esque thing. The movie is just fun, stupid shit. It's really not a great movie. Kevin Smith's part, because he's the owner of the GameStop shop, and he is fucking hilarious. It reminds me of, I don't know if you ever saw the series Comic Book Boys.
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
They're boys, but sure. Anyways, it's very much like that. That's the Kevin Smith that you see in this. It just seemed like he was playing himself and having a good time, laughing and having fun. It's very tongue-in-cheek. You can't take any of this shit serious. It's stupid as fuck. It has... Imagine like if somebody had a really big budget and grabbed a bunch of scenes from different movies that they really loved, and they put it together into one film. And then they got Kevin Smith to produce it.
By the way, speaking of Kevin Smith, if you are in the New Jersey area, they have a pop-up movie that is there. You need to make reservations, but it's got like the whole thing, like with the burgers and the drinks and the fries and everything else.
That's cool.
And also another movie which I didn't know was Kevin Smith and also has Jason Mewes in it is Madness in the Method.
Huh.
Never even heard of that. Madness?
Never heard of it either.
And it's got the guy, what's his name? The guy that plays Machete.
Oh, nice.
Machete
in it as well. So that's another Kevin Smith movie, which, I mean, they don't really stream anywhere, so I'm going to have to go out and find them because I want to see them.
A lot of the Kevin Smith movies are on Redbox, actually, ironically enough.
Yeah, but you have to remember, for me to get to Redbox here, I got to drive about 30 minutes.
They have a Redbox streaming.
I have so many streaming stuff already, but
yeah,
really?
you just it's pay per movie streaming, so you can actually pay for the actual rental, like a rental.
So you have like 24 hours or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's 24 hours or 48 hours. Actually, I think they give you a little bit more.
Is it still like $1.50 or whatever? Like if you,
I think it's like $2 just because of a convenience type of thing. But I mean, it's well worth it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, this movie, if you're into Kevin Smith movies and you're into recent Kevin Smith movies and kind of like that kind of stoner humor, this is very much up that alley. It's very cliche. It's not original in any way or form. This is like a concept done a million times over, but it's something that it's done well enough that it's enjoyable and it's not like tacky bullshit.
Okay.
I would probably give this a 5 or a 6, but it's for a rental. I didn't feel like I wasted my money. Ironically enough,
Okay.
it was a fun journey.
That's the best part, that you didn't waste your money, or that you didn't feel you wasted your money.
Exactly. Considering that this was kind of just a shot in the dark, I was like, oh, this looks whatever. Sure, let's go for it. And honestly, I was like, oh, wow, it's a video game movie. That's how much I knew about it. Going ahead. And I was like, oh, cool, Brendan's going to like this. And actually, at the end, it kind of leaves a cliffhanger for a sequel pretty well. And actually, the company that they're going with at the beginning is Konami, right? Konami. So, yeah, it's that same company, too. And actually, I looked it up. It's actually the owner of Konami comes out in the movie.
Really?
The Japanese owner, yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay.
So, yeah, it was actually, I think it's more fan service for video gamers. So I think
Probably.
you enjoy this, Branden and William. I think you guys might enjoy this a little bit more than I did. But because I probably missed a crap load of things in it. But honestly, it's enjoyable. And it was a fun time.
Okay.
And it's on Redbox.
I'll check it out. All right.
Whip that spin thing's gonna work.
Yeah, whip that wheel out. Whip that dick out. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that one.
I'm gonna laugh if we get dick flicks now.
Can you imagine?
I'm picking porn. If it is.
We got chick flicks. Oh, hold on. We just did that.
We just did chick flick, so spin again. And then send us the picture so that we know it landed on there. Because you're frozen again.
I believe him.
Dark comedies.
Dark comedies. Okay.
Dark.
All right, William, do you have one right off the top of the dome that you want to do, or you just want to
I don't know, because to me, what dark comedy could be is maybe not like, to me, like, I find dark comedy is regular comedy, whereas people are like, "Ooh, that's dark," and I'm like, "No, that's funny."
Dark comedy is like Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah.
Comedy. Let's see what Google tells me.
It's basically making fun of death and mayhem and things that aren't socially acceptable as comedy.
Exactly. It's all right. No, that's fine, William. Just
damn it, Guns Akimbo apparently is considered dark comedy.
Warm Bodies. That's dark comedy.
What is?
Warm Bodies.
Warm Bodies. Yeah, I'll definitely try and find something that we all like. I'll be nice and try and find something. May not be as mainstream, but know that something we may all enjoy. So we're not always trying to outdo each other. And I'm sorry, Branden, that I won this week and you get pushed to next week. But
all right, it's okay.
It's better than me winning.
Victory.
Yes, it's better than Lewis winning. That's for sure.
Because imagine a dark comedy from me.
Oh yeah, and he would have been another Woody Allen movie, and I would have been like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah. No, if it's dark comedy, I consider Cannibal Holocaust a dark comedy. So
we already did that, so we can't review it.
Oh my god, that movie should be illegal, dude. That movie should be burned.
What movie comes to mind for you, Brand? Like, what would you have picked off the top of your head had it been your win?
I don't know, man. The thing is, I don't just think of, like, I need to look at stuff, because maybe I'll think of one and then I'll be like, ooh, but then I see another one and I'm like, that's a better choice. Off the top of my head.
Oh, World's End. You ever seen that? Shaun of the Dead trilogy. That's dark comedy. That's considered.
Oh yeah.
Basically, anything that's horror movies related, it's usually, if it's a comedy, it's a dark comedy.
That's fine. Well, whatever.
Evil Dead.
Maybe I'll go back to the, although it's not dark comedy, but I'm like, I'll go back to the original Scary Movie, the first one that started it all.
Hey, I actually saw that recently.
I got the look from the producer, which means that's going to be a no from him.
I don't care. You can pick whatever I'm not.
No, I know. I'll look at it. I'll give it some time, and I'll try to make it a good one.
All right. All right, guys. Of
Great power
course.
comes great responsibility.
Exactly. All right, guys. If you enjoyed our show, check out Lewis's other show, Midnight Movie Nerds, with him and Naomi, who was on the show earlier, where they talk about random things.
And actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Brandon. I completely forgot to announce this.
Yes,
We are actually starting a new endeavor. It's called The Unknown. And this is going to cover the unbelievable, the unnatural, the unsolved, the unstable, the unusual, the unexplained, the unidentified, the unseen, and the unlucky. And this is going to be basically a journey into every conspiracy theory, every murder mystery that there is out there that we could find. And we're actually going to start out with the legend of the mummy. All the conspiracies behind it.
All right, so bring out your tinfoil hats and have a good time with that.
And there's a funny story behind it because when I was creating the logo for it, I did UN with parentheses around it, and I showed it to Naomi, and the first thing she said was, "Is the show called Cunt?" It looked like a C and a T, and she's like, "I can't unsee that now."
Too funny. So yeah, check out that. What was the name of the show? I'm sorry.
The Unknown.
The Unknown. Also, Midnight Movie Nerds.
Yes.
Check out our Huh?
And Zach's new
yes,
podcast as well. A Cry for the number 4 help. So A Cry for Help.
Yes, I need to check that out. I really need to check that out.
Yeah, he's currently on Spotify, Apple, and Google Play. He should be going out to the rest of the different podcast channels. But if you want to go onto Manbitesmedia page, he'll be posting his episodes through there as well.
Awesome. And of course, visit our sister site, diverselygeek.org. Our brother from another mother, John, over at YouTube at Narcotic Casserole. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you, Brands.
Thank you, William.
You are most welcome.
As always, I am Brandon, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of 3 Idiots with a Mic. Cue the drums.
The motherfucking drums!